Welcome to the Luxury Listing Specialist Podcast with Michael LaFido, where top luxury agents reveal their best practices, plus interviews with real estate industry influencers, thought leaders, and luxury marketing experts. You'll come away from each episode with new strategies and tactics to dominate high-end homes in any market. And now for the latest episode of Luxury Listing Specialist. Here's your host, luxury real estate expert, coach, and trainer, Michael LaFido.
Hey, buddy, it's Michael LaFido. Welcome back to another episode of the Luxury Listing Specialist Podcast. You're in the right place if you are an agent looking to differentiate yourself and add more high-end and luxury listings to your portfolio, so to speak. I believe the fastest way for an agent to gain instant credibility from their database, their sphere, is when you land that first trophy listing. So you are at the right place if you're looking to add more high-end and luxury listings to your portfolio. My name is Michael LaFido, the host of the Luxury Listing Specialist Podcast, and I'm also the founder of the Luxury Listing Specialist Certification for Agents, and the author of the book that we just released this fall called Luxury Listing Specialist. Today's guest is the founder of Vyral Marketing, and I know Frank. Frank, this is going back maybe about 6 years ago now. Did we meet at that GKIC event in Chicago?
Yep, I was at a Dan Kennedy event, and I knew your name around from the real estate space. I think we met, and I was just kind of starting off really understanding how to market Vyral and better market our clients, and you too. And since we're both I have a lot of real estate clients, and you're in real estate, and you're a very successful person in real estate, we kept running into each other. Then you hired our firm, which was great.
Yep. So I hired you guys about 5 or 6 years ago, and I believe one of the ways agents can differentiate themselves and help attract more high-end clientele and high-end listings and high-end buyers is through content marketing. And by content marketing, for this podcast, we're going to talk about the use of content marketing with video. So when we're talking about content marketing, specifically, I'm talking about educational, short, 2 to 3 minute type videos for buyers, for sellers, and market updates. And when you position yourself and you bring content for buyers in your marketplace on tips for buyers thinking of buying in this market or thinking of selling, in this case, maybe thinking of selling in 2018, 7 tips that you need to know about before hiring your next agent, or market updates. Could be, hey, a year after the election, how are luxury home prices, how are luxury home sales in blank, your market? And so that's what I mean by market updates. So you got tips for buyers, tips for sellers, and market updates. And that's how I've leveraged your product, which is Vyral Marketing. So, Frank, without further ado, welcome, and tell me a little bit. I know more, but tell the guest a little bit about Vyral Marketing and what it is that you offer for real estate agents.
Well, it's funny you have me on this podcast. I actually, out of college, I wanted to be a luxury real estate agent. Now, luxury, where I'm from in Omaha, Nebraska, which is where I was born and raised. I live in San Diego now. I was born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska, and I wanted to target as a real estate agent out of college. I really liked the idea of the freedom and the building your own business. I needed a vehicle to control my own future, and getting a job with a corporate employer or a traditional job was really not in my wheelhouse. So I kind of got recruited to be a real estate agent, and I joined. Was looking at joining Keller Williams, and I was like, you know what, if I'm going to do this. And everyone was pretty much telling me as I was asking around about, what type of home should I sell. Everyone was like, yeah, it takes about the same amount of work to sell an expensive home as it does a regular home, but you get paid a lot more. I was like, well, if I'm going to do this, why not go after the ones that, get paid a little more where, I can, like the high end. So the high end in Omaha, Nebraska is $700,000 to maybe $1.5 million. That's luxury.
Okay.
Right? So I wanted to target that area. And I was maybe 23 years old at the time, and I didn't really have any limiting beliefs, I couldn't do luxury or anything else. I was like, that's what I want to go after. And I was actually comfortable talking to, at the time, to say rich people, because I was actually an in-home fitness trainer. I actually go to people's houses and help them exercise. And I got very comfortable going into I was very comfortable going into expensive houses. I was very comfortable talking to, like, wealthy individuals, affluent individuals, and realized they're just like us, and they're no different, just have more money, right? So I was very comfortable approaching like a luxury market from my background in fitness training. I think that's very important because a lot of people say I'm not good enough to work with that level of market. I'm not good enough to be a luxury agent. So anyways, I go to this training, and if I could sum up basically real estate training for you, this is back in maybe 2006 or 2007. This is before the world got extremely complicated with like Zillow and online buyer lead generation and Tire Leads at the time and Boomtown and all these ways to get leads. It was actually really simple. They basically said, look, pick a farm, pick an area. You need to go out and meet the homeowners, introduce yourself, and then they're probably not going to want to sell their home at that very moment. And then you need some way to stay in touch with them and to position yourself as an expert. So when they do think they need to sell a home, they call you. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Pick a target market, right? Go out, meet the homeowners. Somehow there's lots of ways of doing that. I figured I would go to some charity events, go to some fundraisers, go to some school fundraisers. I even thought about, just go knocking on doors and saying, hey, I'm an agent here in the area. If you ever want to know what your home is worth, I'll basically give you a free appraisal. Whatever. But I was like, man, I really don't want to go through all that prospecting and knock on doors and go out to all these charity events and, the hustle of it, building any business, unless I have some plan to stay in touch with these people, because they're not going to want to sell their home right there, let alone give their listing to like a 23-year-old kid. I had to prove myself that I was smart, that I could actually guide them and advise them. So I asked the broker at, the trainer for Keller Williams at the time, and they're like, well, you got to have a 33 touch plan. That's what is taught in that world. And I think many people listen to this are understanding that that's some database touch plan. But, I looked around and I was like, okay, it's all junk mail. I'm like, dude, junk mail that has some canned content on it that looks spammy. Like I said, I'm looking at this as like, I'm not a real estate agent. So I'm like, dude, I don't want to position myself as a real estate agent. Like, this looks stupid. This looks terrible. I'm not sending this out, especially me going after the high end, the affluent. A postcard ain't going to cut it, or this other canned newsletter that is so washed down in content that you send out is not going to position me as someone to give a $30,000 commission to, at my age. So again, this is about 2006, 2007, and I'm like, remember the flip cam, Michael?
Oh yeah, flip cam. I still use the flip cam for some of my videos.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. I mean, they stopped making it because smartphones were taking over video. Right. But the flip cam was amazing, man. It had one button on it, record.
Yep, big red one.
Yeah.
Big red button.
So
it's amazing. You can't mess that up, right? Who can mess up a big red button? I got a story behind that, by the way. My mother messed that up. So my wife was giving birth to our first child, and we were it was a big delivery room. It's almost like a hotel room, I swear, these rooms now. And it wasn't going to be invasive video. It was going to be off to the distance. You couldn't see anything, but just we wanted to capture that, And my mother was supposed to hit that big red button, the simple flip camera, and she messed that up. But I digress. So I interrupted you. But before I do want to point out, you're talking about 33 touches, and we just got done with Halloween, and in certain parts of the country, they're dealing with daylight savings, and unfortunately, that is most real estate agents' version of bringing value and content to their database or their sphere is these canned responses of daylight savings or Happy Halloween and making up, whether it be Coldwell Banker or KW, whatever. And I'm on a lot of these real estate agents' lists, even though I'm a real estate agent, and I'm getting the same canned email from 10 people, and it's like that is what the problem is. The dinosauric industry is they keep doing the same thing as everybody else.
Well, people need to smarten up. I mean, they need to think for themselves. They just can't be looking around and looking at what everyone else is doing and say, I'm just going to take that without questioning it. Like, they need to say, the content you create or the stuff that you do needs to be so good, people would be willing to pay money to receive it. Like, you should, especially, and I won't go down that path, but here's,
sure.
Let me go back to the story here. So I'm like, what should I do? what type of content should I create? So I'm like, okay, well, let's figure out what people are searching for online. So now you have websites like answerthepublic.com. So you can go to answerthepublic.com. You can use the Google Keyword Planner.
Right.
Even better now, just go to YouTube and just type in, real estate, and you get the search suggestions. You know how Google pops up like other suggested phrases? That's what people are searching for. So I would come up with some topics, or I would just go to Google and type in real estate FAQs, and I would find the answers. I would literally just see, oh, well, that's the answer to that question. And then I would just go create a video saying, hey, guys, this is Frank Klesitz. I'm a real estate agent here in Omaha, Nebraska, and I specialize in selling homes that are, over $1 million. They take a different marketing strategy to attract more buyers that pay that price and to get it to sell. What are the questions you may ask when you're selling your home, or if you own a home and you want to keep it up to, current buyer preferences? You may be asking yourself, should I install solar panels? Well, here's my answer today. Now, the answer is already online somewhere. I just kind of paraphrase that or use that answer as my guide, but it makes me look like a genius. You know? And
I would just with content like that, right? You're preventing people from making a bad investment, or perhaps helping them make a good investment in that case.
Yeah, it's about like educating and showing people that you have expertise. And honestly, it was just a way for how do I get all these homeowners to know me? If these people just get to know me, they'll probably want to do business with me, but I just can't knock on doors and interrupt them. I really want them to spend a lot of time with me online. The more time they get to spend with me online, the more they're going to get to know me. And the more, So I start publishing these videos, but I actually didn't start selling real estate because I was just getting my license. And I started doing this system of, a little bit more to the story because we're getting into the whole viral plan that you're following here, is I was like, okay, I understand the videos I want to create. I want to create 2 Q&A videos a month that have some expert tip to stay in touch. And I understand I have to go out and prospect and go meet people. But then they brought up a very interesting concept at training that was like, hey, you have all these LinkedIn connections. You have all these people in your address book. You have all these people, all these emails in your Gmail or Hotmail at the time or Outlook at the time. You should, export them all, deduplicate them, and send them all an email saying you're in real estate now. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. It doesn't really cost any money. So I go to LinkedIn, export my contacts. I go to all my, my cell phone, my email account. I just export everything. It's basically all my college buddies and people I knew from when I was training. And man, I should really send this reconnect message, but I don't want to do this yet because I'm not licensed. So I actually joined a real estate agent's team and asked if I could do my little marketing system for her. Her name was Teresa in Omaha. I said, Teresa, have you rounded up all of your contacts and even let them know that you're still selling real estate? You've been selling real estate for 20 years. And she was in the high end. But are you doing anything to stay in touch with your database? And she's like, no. Teresa, what do you mean no? She's like, well, I've been told all marketing doesn't work, and I've been burned a lot of times, and I just pick up the phone and dial. I'm like, okay, that's great. Obviously, she makes a lot of money. So I basically took her entire database, sent out a reconnect email, put her on video, and she got business. She introduces me to some other real estate friends she has, and slowly but surely I realized, hey, maybe there's a business helping people get themselves on camera, interviewing them on a webcam, reconnect with their database, and publishing these educational videos. And that's why I'm here on the call with you today. That's the backstory.
No, that's a long story, but it's a good story. So that brings us to today. So what Frank's company does is you submit, you create an educational video for buyers, sellers, that sort of thing, and they'll do all the editing. They'll add the infographics, and they'll send it out to your database. And more importantly, they'll report back to you who from your database looked at the video, did they click on it, you have additional buttons at what's my home worth, or hey, looking at buying, and if they clicked on those buttons, the report after you send us the analytics, you send agents the analytics, and now you can follow up with that lead because it's a different type of lead than just somebody that maybe opened the email. So that is kind of your business in a nutshell, but the editing is where I think it's invaluable. So, let's face it, today we can create videos for free, but if you're trying to position yourself consistently as a leading authority, I like doing some videos with a consistent background for my educational videos, and, the graphics, the bullet points. Now, I don't know how your philosophy, but my philosophy, Frank, on a great video is if somebody's in the office and they have to put the volume way low because the cubicle next to them, they want to keep it quiet, they should be able to watch that educational video that's 2 to 3 minutes long and be able to follow along with no audio because there's visuals, there's bullet points. They get the gist of the message with no audio. On the same token, maybe they have the audio cranked up, but they're going through their filing cabinet and they can't look at their monitor. They should be able to listen audio-wise and follow along and get the gist of the message. And, of course, if you marry both of them together, you have great audio that's synergistic with the bullet points. I think you get a rock star video.
Yeah, 100%. And even if you're going to go more of like a Facebook advertising strategy, the more visuals you put on the video with Facebook, the better, because people don't turn up their sound.
Yeah.
So, which brings us to our listeners today that are looking to get into luxury real estate. Let me just give the audience just a few quick tips with this. So, the concept that you need to reconnect with your database, round up your contacts, let them all know that you sell real estate, and have some type of ongoing touch plan, I don't think is a new idea to anyone listening to this, because you're a pretty savvy person if you're listening to this podcast, to say the least, right? But I do want to challenge your thinking. If you're sending out a bunch of canned stuff that's not like you demonstrating your expertise, you're really not getting people to spend time with you and get to know you, which is really the most important thing. I would say it's really been this death, especially since like 2007, with all the technology and everything that's taking off and the speed of change. Yes, this idea of touch, like all I got to do is just like throw my picture in front of people. I think we need to go to a higher standard. And it's not just them seeing your logo or seeing your image. It's about spending time with you. It's about them watching your videos, consuming your podcast, reading your content. That's the key performance indicator that is important with business. That makes sense, Michael?
Yeah,
it's not just a touch. It's time consumed, Mm-hmm. Now, the number one objection or concern we get here at Vyral Marketing from luxury agents, are you ready, is this false idea that they have to spend a ridiculous sum of money, thousands of dollars on professional video, because that's how they have to portray themselves to the marketplace to be perceived as a luxury agent. And because of that false and erroneous assumption, there's very few luxury agents that do any type of custom video content creation, because the expense of what they think they have to spend, because they don't understand how to put together a really good-looking video cheaply or less expensively, keeps them out. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so you use the word expense. I look at it as investment, but go on.
Well, the iPhone 7, man, you can go on YouTube right now, and the most expensive camera you can buy is called a RED camera, RED.com. They're $100,000 cameras with lens that they use to make movies. And you can go on YouTube right now and look at the iPhone 7 versus a RED camera. And to the untrained eye, hand to God, you will not be able to tell the difference. Hand to God. You won't. Go right now. Anyone can go listen to this podcast, go look up. Type in RED versus iPhone 7, or let alone the iPhone 8 or the X that just came out, which is an even better camera. Because the technology is getting so good. And then when it comes to the audio, all right, all you need to do is just get a simple $30, $40 lav mic, and then you get like a little pocket audio recorder. Like in the old days, you just have like a digital personal audio recorder.
Right.
So you lav yourself up, and then you just record the audio in the audio recorder. as like an MP3.
So real quick, lav yourself up. For the audience, they might not know what the lav mic.
Oh, it's a lavalier mic. It's a lavalier mic is like you clip a little microphone onto your shirt.
Yeah.
A little microphone, a little small microphone you clip onto your shirt, and it just plugs in.
It's an external microphone that hooks up to the camera or the phone.
Yep. And I don't want you to plug it into the phone. I want you to actually plug it into not just an audio recorder. It can even be like another cell phone. It can be your iPod. It can be anything that just records audio right into your pocket. Okay, so it actually records the MP3 into the audio recorder, and then you turn on the camera, and then you record your video using your phone. And the phone it looks amazing as long as you get the lighting right. And the thing is, the lighting problem is going to be a problem no matter what camera you use. So why don't you figure it out with the least expensive camera? And then what you do is you have the audio from the pocket recorder, and then you have the video. You send both those into us at Vyral Marketing, so we have the MP3 of the audio, and we have the video file, and then we match the sound in editing. And that's how we very simply get good sound, and you could be as far away from the camera as you want without a big cord, linking you. And the videos look incredible, Michael. I mean, they look beautiful.
Tell me a little bit about Vyral. I know you guys went outside the real estate field, but let's just focus on real estate agents. Approximately how many clients do you have in the world? Because I'm sure you have people not just in
we have about 500 clients and a little over 65 employees here at Vyral between Omaha, Nebraska, and San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Our price point is $2,000 one time to build what you need. It takes 30 days and $550 a month, which is incredibly reasonable because you're getting video editors, you're getting writers. I mean, you can't hire a part-time person at minimum wage for that rate to help you execute the editing and the writing to do all that. Plus, I know we work so well that I guarantee you get clients in the first 30 days or I give you all your money back. Because I know if I round up your database and get a custom reconnect email out to it, we also do a little bit of Facebook advertising too. Like 80% of our clients get new business in the first 30 days. I'm like, you know what? Let's just guarantee it and get people comfortable with it. So you're not going to get that with an employee.
So you say that's so nonchalant, but talk about that guarantee again. For those that are still on.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. So you're a business owner. I'm a business owner. Like I get calls every day, just like all the audience here gets calls every day trying to sell them stuff. And you're like, yeah, man, I would love to do all this marketing, but the problem is you're putting all the risk on my shoulders. If this doesn't work, I'm out the cash. I mean, Mike, how much marketing have you invested in that did not return any money? How much money have you spent?
Probably $250,000 or more.
Yeah, same here, man. So I'm like, look, I'm pretty darn confident, and think about it. If you take someone's entire database, all their seller leads, buyer leads, past clients, sales influence, right? And if you just get a simple email out to them that says, I'm in real estate, here's what's up, here's what's going on, I'm here to help you. So many people reply back to that, and just statistically, like someone's going to be interested in buying or selling a house. Let alone when we set up a Facebook ad with a video on it that remarkets all your website traffic. So all the people coming to your website, like when you go to a website, Michael, and you visit it, and then you start seeing ads everywhere online for the website that you went to. We set that up in the first 30 days.
Okay.
And I guarantee you get business. I mean, honestly, the guarantee is widely written, so I pretty much guarantee anything. But you get a 30-day out. So we'll set all this up. We'll get you on video. You test this thing out. And if you're not happy for any reason in 30 days, I'll give you all your money back. Like, wouldn't it be nice to go to a lead provider and get that? Wouldn't that be nice to go to any marketing firm?
Or
run ads for free? Yeah, run ads for 30 days on TV free, run ads for 30 days on radio for free. And they're like, dude, like our audience is so good, and what we do is so good that I guarantee you a result, you get your money back. That's my irresistible offer.
I love it. And let's address the elephant in the room for many listeners. Video. We are our worst critics. I mean, sometimes you say I look bad on camera. Just do it, folks. I mean, listen, step out of your comfort zone. The benefits of video is people feel like they like and trust you before you even meet them because they see your video. Google loves video. Let's face it, with your YouTube channel, think about it. Twice a month is what you do. So twice a month, Frank, your company that edits the videos, and so 24 videos a year. Listen, wouldn't it be nice, audience, to put yourself aside and know 24 times a year you're putting yourself out there, you're providing great content. Oh, by the way, Vyral gives some suggestions on video and content that you can put out there, so it's not like you're scratching your head saying, I have no place to go, no place to start. You basically have
Michael, let me say something on that.
Yes.
On the topics. I have, if you go to the real estate page on our website, I researched the top performing 24 topics for seller leads, already done. These are the keyword phrases people are typing into YouTube when they want to hire a real estate agent. All you need to do is add your city to the end of it and create all 24 videos, and people will call you.
Yep. So you've done the work.
And, yeah, the topics are right there. They're free for you to download on the website. I literally tell you what the title of the video and what the description should be. And that's the content you need to create because people are typing those phrases in online. Just make sure that your videos show up. That's all.
Okay. Well, listen, Frank does all the work, and that's what I love about Frank is he's a marketer. So he does. Yeah. They do the analytics. They do the research. He's a smart guy. That's why I partnered up with him 5 or 6 years ago, And so, listen, those of you that are still here, if you're on the fence about video, consistent videos, you need to understand what a sale is worth to you and what you cheerfully spend to get a new client. So, listen, $550 a month, called $600 a month, times 12, for $7,000 roughly a year. If you can get one new client, that's your break even. If you can sell $250,000 extra home a year because you're bringing value twice a month, you're going to do that. Frank puts an unbelievable guarantee behind it. It's really a no-brainer in my mind, and that's why, I've been a client. I was an early adapter in my marketplace, and I have people tell me, Mike, we see your videos, we see you all over the internet, and that's what you want when somebody's looking to buy or sell a home in your marketplace. Provide great content so you can attract clients versus chase. There's nothing wrong with prospecting and lead generation, but the best way to attract high-end clientele, again, I talk about breaking into luxury, selling luxury homes. It's like Robert De Niro and Meet the Parents. It's tough to break into that circle of trust, and one of the ways you can do so is consistent educational videos where they know that you're a leading authority, you're an expert for what it is you're selling, in this case, real estate.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Michael.
So what's the best way, Frank, for somebody, they say, hey, I'm in. What do I got to do? How do I find out? How do I sign up? What's the best way for somebody to get in touch with you or your company?
Well, thanks for asking. There's actually two things. First, before you call us, I want you to go to our website and download our official video marketing plan. This is the plan that we'll implement for you. So you need to make sure you're on board with the plan and understand here is the marketing plan, right? So you can download the official video marketing plan right on the homepage of our website, read it, watch some of the interviews, understand basically how that by you publishing content online is going to bring you business. And there's an option there for a free strategy call. Schedule a time. Mm-hmm. Talk to you for an hour, talk about what's going to look like. My sales team is not on commission, so we will explain how everything works, and then we can sign you up. We'll get started. We have a whole launch process. We'll get that in 30 days, and if for any reason you're not comfortable, we'll give you all your money back for any reason.
So go to getvyral.com to get the free report.
Vyral.com, VYRAL, GETVYRAL.com. The official video marketing plan is on the homepage, and then you can also request a free strategy call.
That's awesome. So, folks, we have Frank here, the founder of Vyral. I have him on more or less because I want to thank you personally for all you've done and helped me really.
And your videos are great.
To know you.
Hey, give everyone where's your YouTube channel? Where can they go to look for your stuff?
Yeah, so my YouTube channel is thelafitoteam.com. So the THE Lafido, my last name, LAFIDO team, TEAM.com. You can see some of the videos that I'm putting out there for the Chicagoland buyers, sellers, and market updates. And again, been doing this for 5 or 6 years with you guys, so appreciate all you're doing. Any other words of advice for our guests before I let you go?
Check out Michael's stuff. I mean, we talk conceptually. If you want to see examples of great luxury marketing, go to Michael's YouTube channel, go to his blog. That's exactly what we do for him. Go and do likewise. That's it.
All right, I appreciate it. You guys have been great. Thanks again. So again, recapping, if you're looking to differentiate yourself from the competition, educational videos, again, we're talking about luxury. How do you attract more luxury buyers and sellers? Again, putting out educational videos is the way to do so. My name is Michael Lafido. If you're looking to differentiate yourself even more in your marketplace and you're willing to invest some time and some money into your career, I recommend you check out our certification. Go to luxurylistingspecialist.com, luxurylistingspecialist.com. And don't forget, our new book, Luxury Listing Specialist, just came out. You can check it out on Amazon. Look for Luxury Listing Specialist on Amazon. It's $29.95. Guarantee it's the best $30 you can invest in your career. My name is Michael Lafido. Remember, it's not the market, it's the marketing. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
Hey there, it's Michael Lafido. Thanks again for listening to our podcast. If you are interested in signing up for our Luxury Listing Specialist certification, or if you want additional information on how you can dominate selling higher-end homes in your marketplace, make sure you go to luxurylistingspecialist.com.